And welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the grand finals of the StarCraft Evolution League number 8, your monthly dose of StarCraft Evolution content. Here we go. We are jumping to the grand finals. Welcome one and all to a best of 5. As a reminder, true. Welcome to our best of 5, and again, our Zerg player has a 1-0 lead as he comes in from the upper bracket, but now we are jumping in and spawning in the bottom right hand corner. We have our brutal Protoss player, our red Protoss. It is Classic from South Korea. And spawning in the top left hand corner, we have his opponent. We have the South Korean Zerg player, the blue Zerg. It is Dark. And yes, for those that are curious, Purity in Industry, this is the map we're loading into. This is an old Legacy of the Void map from 2020. And as they're mentioning, Classic was saying how he never played on it because Classic was in the military at the time. Dark was not. Also, if you're in the chat, predictions. Predictions are open. Place your bets on who you think will claim the series. Best of luck. As a reminder, there's a prediction for the entirety of the best of 5. Best of luck in the chat. Best of luck. As for now, we're going to be settling in. True. Rocks were eliminated. I believe there used to be rocks here. I believe there used to be rocks protecting this Zelnaga tower. Rocks have since been removed. Not all of them, but some of them. Likewise, we have these slow zones in between the bases, and we have an island here in the center of the map as well. In general, though, short rush distance. Rush distance by air and by ground is very short on this map. There's a reason why this map was often vetoed as well. It's been a while. Has been a while. Good to be back. Go. I remember watching when Cheese fails on this map. This map is ancient. No, as I did mention, this map is from 2020. As I did mention, this map is from the beginning of COVID, basically like March of 2020-ish era of StarCraft. March into June, if I remember correctly. Was around for 3 months. Not too long. Not too long. Now we have our gate into row opener here. We have our expansion set up here on the low ground. Likewise, Dark is going to be droning up. At least somewhat here. Now, we have seen a lot of aggressive builds from Dark. We've seen a lot of all-ins from our Zerg player. He does pull out of gas. He's moving out with his Lings, but we'll see if he drones up behind this. As he does invest on his Ling, but he's going for it. He's going for the all-in. 20 drones all he has. He has Queens for injects, and he's flooding across the map. Back at home, Classic, he does have a wall, thankfully. He has 2 pylons, he has a wall, but Classic, he sees nothing, he knows nothing. The all-in is moving out. Oh boy, it's all or nothing for Dark. We'll see if he can break Classic. So far, the wall is looking somewhat solid, but these Lings, they can get on top of the production. Shuttles on the way. Reaver behind this as well. Can Dark break Classic before Reavers pop? Still banking, still building. Oh, the boys are here. Let's go. The boys have arrived. They hit a drone drill. Past that Zealots. Yeah, the boys, they are here. They're leading the charge. They're getting onto the other side. And with that, Classic is going to be broken. Oh, the wall off is denied. Yeah, drones, they block off that location. Zelda is going to be targeted down. Boys are being pulled. And Lings, they bust in. Oh, there's a cannon. Sorry, there are Dragoons though. Dragoons, they're holding the line. Nice hold position, Micro. Does hold position. Lings, they're slowly breaking in. Up. They get us around. And Dragoon is going to fall. Pop big up here with the shuttle. Reaver's halfway done. And Dark, he's barely squeezing in. Barely does break past though. Yeah, at least they flood through. The floodgates are open. Nice Micro though. How big a Micro here? Hopping a Micro on those Dragoons. Rover gets surrounded. Reaver will pop. Up. Oh no, the Reaver. No, the Reaver doesn't spawn in. 1 second away. So close. And without that Reaver, alas, Lings, they will clean this up. They will shut down all these Dragoons. The Micro is good, but it's not that good. Yeah, 1 Dragoon left. Zelts are on the way. But Lings, they surround immediately. They get a full surround. And that's going to be game. That's going to be game here and now. GG gets called as Dark. His Link flood is successful. And with that, Dark will take a 2-0 lead. GG. Whew. GG, well played. Dark does take a lead. And now we're getting to game number 2. Or game number 3, depending on how you look at it. Again, Dark, he's up 2-0. He needs 1 more game to be our champion. Oh boy, and we've seen a lot of all-in so far out of Dark. That's been his go-to to end these games, to wrap up these matches. I'm hoping we can get an extended series here, but the pressure is now on Classic. Pressure is on. Just catching up. 1 second reroll. Like once, maybe even like half a second. It was so close. That reroll would have shut that down completely. But alas, needed a little bit more time, a couple more seconds. Unfortunately, again, Classic, he did not see the all-in. He did not know what was coming. If he was aware, he would have walled off ahead of time. He would have fully walled off with an extra pylon, with an extra gateway. But alas, he didn't know what was coming. Didn't see until it was too late. Until it was too late. We go. CranKy likes discussing SE2 all day. Ah, always, papi, always. Let's go. As our next game is going to be on Citadel. Let's go. Meanwhile, it looks like Classic has chosen to commit into Brood War. So Classic is sticking with Brood War Protoss. Dark is switching to SE2. We're loading into a larger map. On this larger map, all-ins are a little bit more difficult to pull off, depending on the spawn location, right? It's a 4-player spawn map. If we get close spawns, then all-ins can overwhelm. Otherwise, cross spawns or diagonal spawn locations, less effective. We'll see. We shall see. Speaking of, we have cross spawn. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have the SE2 Zerg player. We have the red Zerg leading the series 2-0. It is Dark. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the blue Protoss player, the Brood War Protoss from South Korea. It is Classic. As this map is a 4-player map, but we have spawned in as far away as possible. And we have long spawns or fast spawns here between Classic and Dark, bottom right and top left. And Classic is scouting across the map, checking the vertical spawn location, going for a cannon rush. Oh my, he's crazy. This is so risky here. He opens up with a cannon rush. He does not find the initial base. He is checking, he is searching. He needs to find that expansion while he can to pull this off. Here we go. The cannon rush is upon us. Classic, he does check bottom left, confirms there is no expansion. Now he knows. Now he is aware. Forge about to finish. But because there's no setup for these pylons, I mean, we just expand? Are we going Forge, fast, expand? It feels late to cannon rush now. He's going for it. Yeah, he's going for it. Regardless. There we go. It's going to be a late cannon rush out of Classic because it was a late scout. He's only got 1 probe. And he does expand. Okay. So, does expand behind this. Boys have arrived. And Classic from here, this should just be a fake out. Yeah, it should just be a fake out. He is probing up. A very awkward start for Classic. And he doubles back. Oh my god. Does double back. Going for the cannon, at least tries to. It's going to be zoned away. Here we go. He gets 1, he gets 2, but these are late cannons. 3 cannons in production. Lings are already in production, though. We have queens on the way as well. Boys are being pulled. I'll be honest, I don't really see this working. I'll be honest here. Drones are going to surround. The first cannon's going to be denied. And Lings are on the way. Yeah, they pop out just in time. They're going for those cannons. They're being cancelled one after the other. This is not gonna be successful. And he gets all 3. Gets all 3. Back at home, Classic trying to transition out of this. It was a failed cannon rush. Did deny mining time, but he lost cannons. He lost 2. That was a big investment. They were killed, not cancelled. Now Dark is moving out. Now, thankfully, because the rush distance by ground is very long, it means that Classic should be okay. The cannon will finish up and he will survive, but it's still going to be an awkward game state. Still going to be awkward. Darky moves in, checks bottom left, checks bottom right, confirms, and Darky's going for a roach rush. He's going for a roach all in. One way or another. I mean, I'm not too fond of going for a roach all in on this map, I'll be honest, especially on these spawn locations. But Ravagers, they can have their way with these cannons and with the pylon. Not wrong. eco. His cannons are being thrown down. Roaches are amassing. And because of the late cyber core, there's only a zealot. There's no dragoons. No dragoons to defend. Roaches are whirling across the map. They are soon to morph into ravagers. Oh boy. And they have a couple of targets. They can go for the cannons, they can go for the pylons. We'll see what Dark does target as he scouts. ClanKy confirms. ClanKy confirms the all-in. Now he's aware, throws down more cannons. It's gonna be a tough hold. Can't he Void Ray? No, Void Rays are not existent in Brood War Protoss. Void Rays do not exist. Forge is gonna fall. Biles here on the cannon, on the pylon as well. Oh, Dark does overextend. Overextends for a moment. Grazing the army, grazing the dragoon. The wall is open. Lings, they try to flood in, and they flood past. They just run past the main army. They bust into the main. Workers are going to be under fire. Dark keeping the army busy. But alas, there's plenty of site defense. Cannons and shield batteries. ClanKy, he can hold on. He can hold here. Lings looking for surround. Ravagers, they shut down the cannon. Uh-oh. First cannon does fall. Lings, they collapse here on the dragoons. Boys are being pulled. Lings are going to be cleaned up. They get 6 probe kills. Another cannon falls. But the Reaver's on the way, and the Reaver is going to be enough to shut this down. Now, my concern here is going to be a Reaver without a shuttle. True. No shuttle. Oh. One Ravager falls. Still does get the Cyber Core. Lings, they flood in once again. And this is okay damage, but Dark needs more. And he's not going to get it. Dark is being cleaned up. ClanKy defends. ClanKy, he holds on. He does defend back at home. Dark is droning. He's droning up. He's looking to go for a lair. This looks like a Ling Roach all-in into 2-base Muta. If you were watching Dark versus Skillus earlier today, you would know that's what Dark went for. So 2-base Muta should be the follow-up. As gases are being taken. ClanKy trying to punish. Chasing this down. Oh! Spiles don't connect. Spiles don't quite connect. ClanKy moving in. Dark, he is in trouble here. Forced to make Lings. He wants to drone, but he can't. Cannot drone up. Reaver has arrived. Nice around here on those dragoons, but they still shut down the Ravagers. Ravagers do fall. And with good enough control here, oh my god. Barely does micro, barely does pull away. Saves the Reaper. There's that 2-base Muta that we did mention, 2-base Spire. This is Dark's go-to follow-up. And so far, unscouted. So far is unscouted. ClanKy has yet to confirm. Still rotating into the bases. Going for the Queen. And he will get, oh, barely not one. Clutch transfuse. And nice split there with those Lings. Dark handling himself well. Does defend well. Again, Spire is almost done. ClanKy, he didn't scout the gases, didn't see the gases, didn't see the lair, didn't see the tech. ClanKy doesn't know. And back at home, what does he have? He will have Dragoons at least, but the main base is very vulnerable, very exposed. Likewise, Mutas, they can just go for the Prism, or the shuttle, you know what I mean. They can just go for the shuttle. Meanwhile, going for the eggs. Going for the Queen. First Queen does fall. As they try to trade, second Queen goes down. Mutas have arrived. They will clean this up. They will shut this down. Yeah, the Reavers and the shuttle. Extensive losses here for ClanKy, but at least he knows. And back at home, we need site defense. need that site defense. Stargate's on the way. Into Corsair. Mutas, they commit in. And Dragoons are somewhat keeping up. But it's all about containing. All about containing the Protoss. Takes down a Dragoon. Goes to the mineral line. Getting 3 probes. Nothing major. Oh. Hasn't lost a single muta. Dips in, dips out. To the mineral line. 7 workers in total. I mean, Classic, he does have a pretty robust Dragoon army, and ideally he wants to start building up towards Archons, towards more Corsairs. Corsair production has begun. Dark getting a third, droning, going in and committing into mass muta. Now again, we've been in this position before. If we were here, oh my god, oh my, we do have a massive shell going up. 3 drone kills. Just 3. 3 drones go down. Kills potential. But if you were here for Dark versus Skillus, you'll know that Skillus, he also did opt to go for Dragoon Corsair into Archon, and he had potential. Was very close on this very map actually against Dark. But Dark, he barely did overwhelm, barely was able to take some better fights and catch Skillus out without his Corsairs. Here looking similar. Uh-oh. Dragoon range is not done, and it's not going to finish. Massive pickup. Dragoons are stuck with that range. Not contained. Second Stargate's on the way, going mass Corsair. Corsairs are building up. Muta's looking for a way in. Ideally, Dark, he wants to slow down that Corsair count before it gets out of hand. Ideally. Bring around the edge. Classic will attempt to take a third. Dark shouldn't allow this to happen. He's checking, he's looking, and he will shut it down. Oh. It does get a kill, not a cancel. Oh, the Corsairs they overextend. Oh my god, the splash damage! Jesus! Corsairs, they're crazy! The Mutas, they stack. GG gets called. Classic, he shuts down the Mutas, and Classic, he does put a point on the board. Whew, GG. Dark, he stacked up at the wrong moment, and the Mutas, they evaporated. That was insane. In one volley, in one fell swoop, the Mutas, they go completely shut down, and with that, Classic fights back. Let's go. Let us go. Corsair, good unit, mate. That was crazy. That was, oh my god. Mate, you thought that Archons were good with their Archon volleys? No. Corsair, papi. Crazy. And with that, Darky gets shut down. Now we are getting ready here for our next game. We have a series, we have it back and forth. That's all we wanted. And Classic, he is one step closer to the ace match. Una más. One more step is all he needs. One more game as we load into Sylphid. Here we go. I mean, again, Corsairs, they are kind of like the hard counter of Muta. They do very well for themselves. And looks like we have our next map. We're going to be loading into Monty Hall. It's been too long. It's been far too long since we have gotten into Monty Hall. I'm sure Classic can pull it off. I mean, I hope so. I hope so. All I want is an ace match. That's all I want, regardless of how this goes. Give us a game 5. Dark has been hyper aggressive so far in this series. I mean, I'll be honest, it was a rough start with the initial failed cannon rush. Like, it was crazy for Classic to open up cannon rush of all things. It was a really rough way to open up, but hey, he survived, he persevered. Here we go. We are loading into our next map. Again, for those that remember, Monty Hall is almost like a pseudo-island map. I say pseudo-island map just because your main base is fully walled in with minerals. You're fully walled in into your main. You have to pick and choose how to expand, what kind of path to go down. We'll see how we open up. We shall see. Jumping in. What is Phoenix beside Corsair? I mean, Corsairs do splash damage, Phoenixes do not. That's why the mutas, they melted so quickly, as there was some brutal splash damage dealt to them. Which is, I would say, why Corsairs are in some aspects superior to Phoenixes, specifically against muta. Specifically. But here we go, we're getting to our next game, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of Monty Hall, we have our SC2 Protoss player. Our StarCraft 2 Protoss fighting back, putting a point on the board, and we'll see if he can force the ace match. It is a classic. Ooh, opening up towards the left-hand side. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have our Brood War Zerg player. The blue Zerg leading the series 2-1 is one game away from claiming the series. It is Dark. Here we go, and welcome one and all to Monty Hall. As you can see here, we are fully walled in with these mineral patches into the main base. Dark, he does open up the southern path, and so does Classic. They expand towards each other. Oh boy. So both players, they do take the southern expansions. The way this works here is that it does take multiple trips to open up this main path, but this gold mineral patch is only one mineral, so you can mine through that patch to gain access so you can actually expand, bearing in mind that that one mineral patch, that gold patch, only a worker can fit through it. A Ling, a Marine, a Zealot cannot fit through this, only workers. You have to mine through the rest to allow for an army to advance on. But workers can slip by. Meanwhile, Darky takes the southern and the center expansion, does double expand. Likewise, Classic does confirm. Gets eyes on all the bases. When it comes to these lanes, something that isn't immediately clear, but these lanes, they are fully walled off from each other. You can see here, there's a full cliff face that does wall off the southern lane. Then you have the central lane, then you have the northern lane as well. All fully walled off by these cliff faces. Very similar to like a MOBA, I guess, where you have like 3 different lanes, like top, bot, and mid. As Dark, oh Jesus, my God, he's great. He just triple expanded before spawning pool. Well, technically, he went hatch, then pool, then hatchery. 0 gas. Dark. He is being so greedy. And part of it is because of the map. Remember, this is a pseudo-island map, and what I mean by that, of course, is that it takes a little bit more effort to be aggressive, to move out with your army. And greed is favored on this map, and Dark, he is being so greedy into double gas as well. Just purely droning 0 army units, 0 Lings, of course no Queens. Queens are a different kind of unit here in Brood War, so the greed is real for Dark. That's a lot of greed. Oh my God. Well, it was hatch, pool hatch, double gas. As the adept has arrived, Dark, he just abandoned. Look, he just walk away. Like, the adept can't do anything. He's like, you know what? Adept arrived, so we can just go to another base. We can just go to another base. This adept cannot get through those minerals. The adept is stuck. The adept is... You can't shade either. Nothing. Yeah. Smoge. That's a Smoge adept if I've ever seen one. He's like, oh, I just want to kill some drones. Nah, mate. I'll just go to another base. I'll just transfer. Second adept does arrive. Likewise, we can at least camp these the production. But Lings are on the way. And they're cancelled. Darky cancels the Lings, as they would have been trapped. Still droning, still taking gases, going into a Hydra Tech. As a reminder, Hydra Tech is hatch-based here in Brood War. It's only lurkers that are lair tech. Oracle does arrive, Hydra's in position. It will zone away. This is also why it is standard to open up Hydra, because you have no queens, you have no anti-air. Hydras, they will protect you against those oracles. Hydra gets caught out. Nice pick off here by Classic. Does pick off one Hydra. How many minerals in this patches? I believe it's 20. 30. Sorry, 30 minerals. 30 minerals in each patch. Adepts, they are wreaking havoc. But again, Dark is freely mining from these other bases. Oracle's the zone back. So it was a Stargate opener into Oracle, into a Robo follow-up. Interesting. From here, we can go into splash damage, into Colossus. As Classic does warp in onto the other side. True. Pylon does allow that warp in. Classic is moving out through the center. Link speed has just begun. Remember, late link speed, late tech. Adepts a shade. Well, they threaten a shade that I have on the army. He commits. He commits on the Hydras. Hydras are falling one after the other. Classic is breaking through. And Dark, the greed is being punished. Drones are going down. There just weren't enough Hydras there. Not quite. Likewise, Oracles, they still commit. They support. More Hydras falling. And Dark, he won't be broken here and now, but this is getting out of hand. It's becoming critical damage. 6 drone kills. Hatchery's gonna fall. Dark being knocked down to 3 bases. And being knocked down to 38 drones. He barely has an economy. And what's he going for? It looks like he's going for the all-in. Yeah, he's going for an all-in here. Dark, intentionally, he's not droning. He's not droning up. He's all-in completely. Gases are being prioritized. He's massing up Hydras and Lings to reinforce. At the same time, going to lose some more drones. Classic back at home. He does have an Immortal. No splash damage yet. Base is denied. Expansion is denied. Likewise, 3 more drone kills. And Dark, he is re-droning. He is trying to resaturate. He has Overlord seeing there's no other expansions. But Dark, he invested so heavily into this army. And he's not able to make use of it. He's not making use of it. He's droning. Lair is on the way. Lair means access to Lurker tech, of course. So Dark, he can work towards Lurkers. Classic, finally expanding. Taking his 3rd. Colossus production has begun. Oh, we're getting a little bit stuck here. Have to be careful. That's too much. It was 5 or 10. You can bring a couple of workers. It's intentionally so to avoid that. Like there are 30 patches just because just to avoid any kind of rushes in such a way. Yeah, I think we all noticed the Colossus. All did notice. Shout to the other casters, of course. Okay, here we go. Classic moving forward. Oh! You see Dark going for a split push. Elastic Colossus, they will shut down these Hydras. And Dark, I assume, was going Lair for Lurker tech, but he's going Lair for Muta tech instead. That's a little bit concerning. I mean, Mutas have potential, but we saw what happens if Classic has a heads up, right? Last game, he completely shut the Mutas down with Corsair. But I guess this time he has no Corsair. True. He has Phoenixes instead. So he can respond with Phoenixes. He has Blink, of course. But really, Dark, he's hoping that Classic stays back home. And he's not staying home. He's not staying home. He's pushing instead with a terrifying army. He's got force fields, and there's nothing to deal with them. There are no Ravagers. Force fields, they are king. They can slice up an army. Speaking of, yeah, they lock down some of these Hydras. Hydras are going to be melting. Hydras getting picked off one after the other. Classic moving in. Dark at the same time going for a counterattack. Does get into the mineral line. But Classic, he does not turn around. He shouldn't. As he can end the game here and now. Oh, we have Scourge. Let's go. The Scourge. Scourge on the way. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, no. The Scourge are being denied. Does break through. Scourge are coming from behind. They want those Colossus. Oh, my God. He gets one. Gets one Colossus. It was in the prism. There's one left. The Bailings of the Sky. Let's go. Scourge are coming in. Yeah, they get a final Colossus as well. But is it enough? Doesn't matter. Can Hydras hold their own? I was thinking Mira. No. Scourge, baby. True. As they are an answer to the Colossus. That was great. As Darky holds, forces back Classic. Does force him back. Oh, that never goes off. Decent splits. Decent splits here by Dark. Starter stepping forward. Not able to quite break through. Lurker attack is on the way. Researching Lurkers. And now their Classic does hold. Dark is still pretty committed. He's down to 45 workers. Again, his economy is still very lackluster. Dark, he can't afford a longer game. He has to end it. Oh no! Oh my god, brutal connection. Ah, the Novas are brutal. I mean, Scourge are good, but hey, they can only shoot up. They cannot deal with anything else here. Soup didn't lie. The Soup does often lie. Soup does lie. Less so here, though. Like, I do still favor Classic's position. As he's still maintaining a greater economy. Oh, but here come the Lunkers. They're coming. Lunkers are morphing in. Getting within range. Oh, never goes up. Decent split. Splits. Lurkers are spotted so far, doing no damage. Bearing in mind, these Lurkers, they have a smaller range or shorter range than their S2 counterparts. When it comes to those high range upgrades. Oh. The Lurkers, they can hold their own. They hold the line. Queen's Nest here for Dark, getting into Queen production. Oh my god. Stalkers are being punished. But again, Queens, they allow for ensnares. They can slow down the army. They can allow for dives. Assuming, oh no! That's the direction we head in. Stark still rallying, gonna be flooding with Lings. The wall is still solid. Stalkers are going down there. Lings are rushing forward. Classic pushing into Lurkers. Yeah, Lurkers are so brutal. More Lurkers morphing in. Nice splits once again there by Dark. He avoids the Novas. Oh, I spoke too soon. One Nova goes off, and Lings, they break on in. They break down that front door. Oh, does dive in. Oh my god, into Lurker range. Yeah, Lurkers a purple. They shut down the Stalkers. Nice Novas there. Lurkers do fall. But at the same time, the base has fallen. The base has been crippled. Expansion goes down. 22 Lings, 22 probes, I should say. And Classic is being torn apart. Has to rotate back into the main. Nexus falls. And Darky's gaining ground. He has brought himself back into this. It was a crazy start to the game. I mean, Dark, he's had a really hard time droning and getting to an economy. Even now, still on 54 workers. Barely an economy. But he takes out another expansion. And Classic is on one base. He's on a one base economy. Lurkers moving in. Breaking through those probes. 31 worker kills. And Classic, he can't really hold his own here. Hive is on the way behind this as well. And GG gets called. Dark, he will claim the series 3-1, becoming this month's SEL champion. GG. GG, well played. A crazy comeback here from Dark. Dark was in a dire position. He was losing base after base, mineral line after mineral line. Dark, he was very all in, very committed. And he had some really nice moments when it came to the Scourge, when it came to the Lurker time, when it came to the counterattack as well, knocking down that southern base. He was just pulling Classic apart. In a head-on fight, I favorite Classic. I was favoring Classic in a head-on engagement, but Dark wasn't giving him what he wanted. He was counterattacking, he was poking in, he was just picking away at the army. GG. GG, well played. Dark will claim it. And Dark is our champion. Congratulations. Congratulations here to Dark. Well played. Shout out to Classic, of course, for making a series out of this. And I'll be honest, even here on Monty Hall, I was favoring Classic after he was achieving so much. But alas, did fumble towards the end. It was torn apart. GG. GG, well played. Congratulations here. Oh my god, and with that, we wrap up just as we hit 7 hours. A 7-hour cast, Pappy. 7. Aye. It was brutal, Pappy. It was brutal. GG, well played. Dark does claim it, catching up with the bracket. Shout out to all the other competitors. Who did we have tonight? We had Björn, we had Skillis, we had Wayne, Bratok, alongside Milky Cow, Quanta. Many players here facing off here throughout the upper echelons throughout the round of 8. Again, we had a full round of 32. We even had some extra players as well. Amazing lineup. Hero, of course, how could I forget Hero? He also played in tonight's tournament. Spirit as well, and many others. Do check out the Wikipedia page. Otherwise, thank you so much for tuning in. Hope you had a great time. Hope you had a great time here for the event. I do apologize for a little bit maybe less energetic casting towards the end, but at the 7-hour mark, I'm running out of energy a little bit, you know. I'm running out of steam a little bit, Pappy. I'm running out of steam. But regardless, GG, well played. Hope you all had a great time. This was our second broadcast of the day. We were live with KSL earlier, just wrapped up with SEL. And coming into our weekly schedule, we have our weekly schedule. Again, we're live every single day, multiple times a day. Our next broadcast was going to be FSL at 9 a.m. KST. It is currently almost 6 a.m. in the morning. I don't trust myself to sleep and to wake up in time for FSL. I don't trust myself. Like, I feel like if I'm not going to pull off an all-nighter. That's not going to happen. that's not going to happen. But I'm a little bit concerned here that I'll either won't be able to wake up, or if I do wake up, I'm going to be very groggy and just very I just won't be able to be present for the cast. So because of that, we are going to be rescheduling. Because of that, we will reschedule FSL. I would love to cast it. I think I could, but I think I'd also be half asleep as well. So I don't want to do a disservice to the players or do a disservice for the event. So we'll be rescheduling and we'll be catching up with the FSL in a couple of days instead, going for a replay cast. I mean, it was a replay cast to begin with. For those that are curious, what is FSL? FSL is the Family Star League, and specifically the FSL organizers, Storm Gaming, they are hosting some fun kind of show match tournaments or show match events featuring pro players and amateur players. Specifically, what this FSL cast is going to be is Cyril. Cyril, he's playing against a legion of diamond players. Basically, we're going to be setting up a bunch of 1v2s and 1v3s between Cyril and other diamond competitors, or even some platinum players as well. And yeah, we're just gonna be having some fun with some show matches, basically amateurs up against Cyril. So it's gonna be a lot of fun. It's gonna be amazing, I'm sure. We already have done something similar here when it comes to the MC show match. We had like 2v1s and 3v1s with MC and with Honmono and with Dark and with Björn. So here with Cyril as well. So look forward to it. Look forward to it. It was going to be, again, in a couple of hours time, but no shot. So we're going to reschedule to sometime next week. Going to be rescheduling it. But something that we will be casting tomorrow is the Sparkling Tuna Cup. Sparkling Tuna Cup, that's going to be at 7 p.m. KST. That's going to be in like 15 hours, something like that, like around like 15 hours time. We're going to be live at Sparkling Tuna Cup. If you're curious, what is the Sparkling Tuna Cup? That is our weekly tournament, weekly open cup here on the CranKy Ducklings. You can tune in, you can support if you wish as well via Patreon. You can see actually our Patreon just under our schedule. Actually, hold on, I believe that isn't fully updated. Well, I got you. Yeah, beautiful. So we have our Patreon if you want to help support our tournaments. If you want to help support Sparkling Tuna Cup, Sea Duckling Open, and Master Swan Open as well, you can do so via Patreon. 100% of the money on Patreon goes towards our tournaments, so you can help us fund and help us grow our events on a monthly basis. Again, our events or Sparkling Tuna Cup is going to be later on tonight. Otherwise, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. I'm gonna go and get some food first. I'm gonna go get some food, and then I'm gonna go get some rest, and I'm gonna go try and get as much sleep as possible and get ready for the Tuna Cup. That's the plan. That's the goal. So thanks for watching. Thanks for watching. When it comes to supporting StarCraft Evolution, this is a monthly tournament. Every month there is an SEL. But if you want some more StarCraft Evolution, then check out our YouTube and check out our channel, because we do often cast StarCraft Evolution show matches or other events from time to time, not just the StarCraft Evolution League, but other events as well. So we do kind of sprinkle them in throughout our regular casts. You can check them out there. Otherwise, thank you so much for the support. Thank you for watching. Hope you guys had a great time. Again, if you see something that you like here that you can't watch live, then check out our VODs and follow us on all the social medias. We have a Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Discord. All things CranKy Ducklings. We are live on a daily basis, usually twice a day, but again, not on Sunday. Well, I guess only once. Only once on Sunday, at least this week. Only once. Gonna get some rest. Gonna get some veg. Get some bitch. Thank you for the cast of the event. It was really entertaining. Thank you for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. I'm glad you enjoyed, I should say. Glad you enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed your time here. Again, consider following. Otherwise, we'll see you guys next time for some more casting. Again, we'll see you guys in like 15 or so hours for Sparkling Tuna Cup or for other events. We cast Water TV Monday, Pegasaur Monday, OSC, Today's Digital Tussle, Amantes, KSL, SEL, just podcast. Plenty of content on the channel. Otherwise, thank you for watching. We'll see you guys next time. Until then, hasta luego. Ciao, papi, ciao. Hasta luego. See you next time.